Hi, welcome to Controversial Cocktails, where we get together for some drinks, some girl talk, and to discuss popular and controversial topics. My name is Kinsey.
I'm Astrid.
This is our guest star for today, Jessica Ann. Thank you for being with us.
Darlings.
And I'm Sleazy, a male's opinion.
Our topic for today is entanglement. And to make things a little bit more interesting and fun, I'm going to say if we say any cuss words, we have to take a shot.
Ooh.
Okay, so like
I'm ready.
shit, is that a cuss word? Shit?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. How about
What? Anything you can't say around a child.
Yeah, anything you can't say like in school, around your teacher, or around small kids.
okay. So where's my shot?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We need at least one, but keep them coming.
Thank you, darling.
So today's topic is entanglement.
I sit my shot, so it's all good. Let's
Oh,
go.
jeez.
That's a big one.
I know, it is. It is a big shot. So, entanglement, obviously a very popular topic right now with Jada and Will.
Mm.
So, let's go around and just kind of give a brief synopsis of what you think entanglement means. Astrid, do you want to start?
Cheating. If you cheat, it's called cheating.
It's cheating.
All right, so entanglement for me is like, okay, open relationships, I would do it and then I wouldn't do it. So yes, and like open relationships are cool when you are busy. Like I own my own business. I don't have time to be answering your texts every second. And if I don't, then you're questioning me all day. It's like, no. So sometimes it works, in our favor, but then at the same time, they get to know you and they're like all in love and they get crazy.
Yeah.
And then it never works out. Like there's always jealousy, resentment, or something that comes up, just like with Jada and Will. Like we've got a song out of this show. It's great. But, seriously, like
Yeah.
I feel like it's fun until it's not fun anymore. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I could see that.
I feel like it's an understanding, and it's not cheating if it's understanding. So from the
Right.
get green, if I tell you this is what it is, and you
Yeah.
agree to it, and you step
It's
into it, then
conceptual, yeah.
it's consent. So it is you have to make a decision if that's what you want to do, or if that's not what you want to do. So how is it cheating if that's what you agreed to from the jump?
Right. Okay, so that's an important point. So we all have to think about, what do you want out of a relationship?
Yes.
What works for you? And if that kind of situation works for you, where you're like, I can be in an open relationship, which I have done, and it works out as long as everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, understand.
Wife,
that.
husband, me. We're all on the same page. We're good. I respect, they respect, everything's good. But it'll always kind of,
But up
sometimes.
until 3 weeks ago, Will and Jada relationship was at the pinnacle of relationship goals.
Yeah.
Think about it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
entanglement shit happened a long time ago. August just let the world down and what happened. So just think about it. So their relationship probably ain't that bad as we on the outside looking in making judgment.
Right, and so I feel like that's so true. But with that said, I feel like he maybe was a little upset because he feels like maybe he got a little involved too much. It wasn't truthful with what he really wants. Like he really wants a good relationship with Jada, and he's not getting that. He's not getting his, like he feels a love with her, she feels a love with him, but he doesn't get the respect. And
Who?
for
Which person?
August.
Oh, August.
He doesn't
Okay.
get the
No,
respect.
so
He's in the dark, so he feels not special, but he's not honest with himself in the beginning of the relationship.
that's
If
Will
you're gonna
wanting.
play with this game, you gotta like say, look, this is what I want, and I'm gonna go and do it. But if he's not like, he obviously something happened where he felt a little.
He didn't know his place.
But
Yeah.
that's Will woman. So she wasn't gonna go
Yeah.
too far. Her husband allowed her to go play like this. So nigga, what you thought?
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
He said he got
Yeah.
consent from Will, didn't he? Did he not?
And they didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that when they were on
Yeah.
the Red Table Talk show.
Yeah,
but
okay, but
from
August
August did from August's perspective, he
Yeah.
had said that Will gave him permission.
He had his blessing, in other words.
So how he thought it was gonna go?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. When you're in an open relationship, you don't think. At first, you're like, you know what, this is fun. Like, I like this. You know, but then we're human. We get attached to people. We fall in love. And then we get jealous. Hey, I'm the secret. No one likes to be the secret.
Shit.
You feel
I'd
you.
rather be the best kept secret ever. Excuse me.
Wait, you said shit. Where's his shot?
He did.
Oh, yeah.
He said shit. Wait, now I said shit.
Hold on, ask are we switching?
I ain't saying nothing.
Cut! I ain't a snitch, but I'm petty.
Wait, I'm snitching?
No, I'm snitching because
Wait, I'm so confused.
I'm not the only person that cuss.
Oh, I've been cussing, I think,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I need a
it
shot.
just sounds much better when I'm cussing. Maybe you don't care.
We rolling.
So honestly, bottom line is, for me, I would love an open relationship because I feel like I'm in a place in my life where my schedule is so spontaneous, so crazy, so busy. My mom has cancer. I go and take care of her a lot every weekend. I don't have time to be committed to somebody, but I do like have friends that are like, hey, boyfriend and girlfriend that love to hang out with me, and here and there we have fun.
Yeah.
But I'm always respectful of the other woman. Like I care about other people more than I do for myself. Like I'm very compassionate. So I feel like if it's all out there in the open, everyone's cool with it, then let it happen. But I like feel if you don't have the respect for the other person, especially the other woman, knowing your place, you're the one that has like the power to let it go like down a road where it's either bad or like good. I don't know.
I feel that. Now let's take these shots together because you can't let me take this by myself.
Yeah, where is our guest host? Wait, are we in baseball right now? Because I don't get the signals.
It's hot. You gotta turn the AC on.
Take off your sweater is what I told
Man,
you
it doesn't
earlier.
make a difference. It's just hot.
He's sweating.
Yeah, it's making me feel hot now.
It is a little hot.
All right, shots.
That's some
I
shots.
think you got one. Right
I just took mine already.
You
I didn't know I was
already
supposed
took
to take it with y'all.
We didn't
seen
see a shot.
I took it. That's why when I took my shot, that's why I started
Did y'all
sweating.
see it? Cause
I took it's on camera.
Let's record.
It's
Let's
on
rewind.
camera.
Let's
Y'all
roll
going in
that
there
back.
That's why y'all
Let's
got
roll
me in
it
here
back.
sweating
Roll it
like
back.
I know it's Sunday service. Like I took a shot.
All right.
Okay.
Just can.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers.
I'm still sipping my shot.
My bad, y'all. Cheers, y'all just gonna leave me hanging?
Cheers,
Well,
darling.
Nah,
Cheers.
it was bad luck.
It's bad luck to what? Cheers, what?
Cheers with
What's
cheers
that?
with water, or empty cup, huh? One of them.
Yeah, I think.
But they don't
I think
know
it's either
empty
one.
cup.
Like, see, I just they seen me take the shot. Y'all didn't see me
Wait,
take
hold
the
on,
shot. You just want to touch on me. You want to touch on me. That's okay. Let's go.
No, I'm
Okay,
not.
That's what's
she
up.
touched my nose.
You want that on your lip? Wait,
Thank
you
you.
want that on your lip all day?
Somebody was gonna tell me something, but it's okay. Let's go.
Question for you guys. So I haven't really heard many people use the term entanglement until Jada had referred to her relationship with August as an entanglement. Why do we think that she chose to call it an entanglement rather than just coming out and saying, yes, I was in a relationship? Which she did say, but only after Will had to call her out and he was like, entanglement. So like why did she
I feel
choose
like that's
to use
like
that term?
that's the bougie word of saying like, yeah, I had sexual loving relationship with another man.
Man, I just think
For
they got
many
an
years.
extensive
Like, I think it's been
vocabulary.
years,
Yeah, that's what I
right?
was thinking.
Yeah,
Like both. I think
She's
both.
very smart, that woman. very smart. I mean, she makes it sound.
She's a good manipulator.
Yeah, she even mentioned in her interview, she's like,
I think she is. I think she
she's like,
is.
I really needed to feel good about myself, which, you're like, wow, I can connect. I want to feel good too. Everyone wants to feel good. And then she says,
she's good with her words.
Yeah,
She's
she's
good with
like,
her
I
words.
made him, I was trying to, she said something about trying to help him heal someone. She said, I healed someone in doing this. So really, it's distracting your perspective to see it in a good light. Like, oh, wow, she's so good. She cares about other people. She healed this guy in the bed.
In the bed.
I mean, dude,
That's
but
sexual healing.
But that juicy song, oh my God, you just want someone to break your back. I was like, ooh, that's shade. Okay. Like,
But he's
seriously.
back now. He's back.
Yeah, on the cool, like, I don't understand what was so bad about it. I feel like, we really supposed to really mind our own business. And what they got going on is what they got going on. Everybody's situation is different. I feel like TV is propaganda. It pushes shit on us. Like, everything ain't for everybody. There's a lot of weird stuff going on that rich people do that we completely oblivious of.
Oh, yes, there is.
So it's just like, but at the same time, it's so double standard because had it been Will going at Willow homegirl and say he was trying to help her, but he ended up knocking her down and having an entanglement, then we'll be like, Will fucked up.
Yeah, it would have been shots.
That's a shot.
Sorry, I'm not a snitch.
It came out. That time it came out. I
But
always just had a
that's
problem with
my
somebody
job,
snitching on me
it's
earlier when I looked at them curse and I just turned my head like I ain't see nothing. I hear nothing. And then they called me out when I jumped up. But
We should have like a little bell that goes ding ding, ding, ding that goes off on its own. Alexa, let us know anytime we cuss, please, because we obviously.
I don't need that one.
She said,
Alexa hates me. Alexa hates my guts. And seriously,
we all taking shots together. I got to take this by myself.
you know what? I'm still taking my shot from the first time, so let's go. Cheers.
But, so if it would have been switched around and Jada would have been in Will's shoes and Will was in an entanglement, do we think that the world would have a different reaction? Because it's a man versus a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's always that way. But I'm to the point where certain things, this double standards is acceptable. Like, I hate for people to cause a fuss about it. It is what it is. There's certain things I feel like women can do that men shouldn't do, and even vice versa.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I am. I'm gonna stand on my square on that. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just respectful. Like, if I see y'all, I don't care where it's at.
Yeah.
I open the door for y'all and let y'all walk in before me just because y'all a woman though. You know what I'm saying? On the street.
Yeah.
I'm not finna hold no door for no dude. Point blank and period. I mean, I will, but I'm not expected to. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel obligated to. But y'all some women, like, I feel obligated to, unless I just don't like you.
So
then
what
I'm
if
gonna
the guy
open the
was
door
like,
and keep it walking. But if it's a dude, like, it's not, you know what I'm saying, imperative that I hold the door open for a dude. Like, it's just certain shit just gonna be the way it is.
so what if he's like this little man, like on a wheelchair, and his nurse is pushing him through the door?
Of course, I'm gonna open the door. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't even have a problem opening the door for a man, but I feel more obligated to open the door for a female.
Woman.
Yeah.
Like, I open the door for a man, especially my elder. Like, if it's an old man or something like that, I ain't got no problem with that. Like, I don't care. But I'm just saying,
It's a
like,
respect
certain
thing.
things, it's a respect thing. So, like, with kids and women, like, that's just me. You know what I mean? And
I
today's
just wanted to
standards in
clarify that because
society
you're like, I'm not gonna do that for no
wanna
man.
do every,
And I'm like,
I ain't want to say no man like that. I mean, like, I don't even mind doing it for a regular man, but I'm not obligated to. You know what I'm saying? For a kid or a woman, like, there's just certain respect that I have that I'm not gonna have for
woman. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Have any of you, or would you, if you haven't, consider an entanglement? Like, would you be open to being with someone else if you're already in a committed relationship? I personally couldn't, but I have very strong, strict beliefs when it comes to loyalty, and that's just who I am as a person. Yeah. And when I enter into a relationship, I give my all to that individual. So I wouldn't have my mind on anyone else, and if I did, then I would know that that relationship that I'm in is not the one for me.
Yep.
So I would exit at that point.
Amen. Yes. That makes sense.
Anybody want to answer? You was asking me
Okay,
that question.
so
Yes.
I feel like, okay, because I'm older out of y'all, like I'm way older. But from my experience, okay, I grew up watching Disney movies, so I always thought I'm going to have my Prince Charming come in, swoop me up, and get married, have kids, and like everything will be happy, right? So that never happened for me because I'm a very like spiritual, like open, spontaneous individual. I don't do things like everybody else does. I do things to I just do my own thing.
To the beat of your own drum, yeah.
Yeah, I basically do that. Like I was going to school to be a dentist because my parents said that's what you need to be. I was a biochem major. I was STEM scholar. I had a 4.0 GPA. I went to HBU. And then I finally said, you know what? I quit. I'm an artist. This is who I am. If you don't accept me, bye. And my parents cut me off.
Wow.
And I had no support, no family, but I made it happen. I started my own business. I act and I model. I do the things that I want to do and I'm passionate about without all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So when it comes to relationships, I have been in relationships where I am like super committed, and that didn't work out because let's just say it was like they had kids and I didn't, and I was like the other person, you know?
Yeah, I can relate to that. I've been in similar situations.
Right? And so I always saw like, you know, you saw in the Disney movies, stepmothers are always like evil people. No. I finally realized one day that stepmothers aren't evil until like their situation makes them evil. It's because they get so much hate from the ex-wife or the kids don't accept them, and you're doing everything you can to be accepted by them. You love them, you care for them, and you're treated like crap.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this. So I've been through that type of relationship. I've been through relationships with guys that are like, you know, don't have kids. But it's like, I feel like, honestly, open relationship for me would be amazing because I'm so busy and I don't know.
I mean, if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah. And I feel like we're in a different world now.
Don't
Like,
work.
monogamy, yeah, I believed in that at one point. Like, both of my parents are still married. They've been married for over, like, 30 years. They love each other, but I'm sure they hate each other at the same time, too, you know?
But it's a different type of love. And see, most
Yeah.
everybody accept and understand that you got agape, you have filial, which is like Philadelphia,
Absolutely.
brotherly love, and you have
Yes.
eros, which is passionate.
Yes.
That's the shit that fades the fastest. Hey, look,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to exempt shit from being a cuss word because that's like my favorite word.
Shut
Like
up!
I can't. No, we gonna have to. Something gonna have to change for me because that's just like a part of my.
Yeah, just do
But-
it.
You just
It's
gotta
a challenge.
replace it with another word.
Yeah, well, sheesh.
It's a
like, but I
challenge.
was
Yeah.
saying, but I guess. But yeah, so it's like everything is different strokes for different folks. So it's
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, going back to what you said you could do an open relationship because you're so busy. And to me, that kind of like threw me off because
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm thinking one man is enough.
Yeah.
And I'm already just like, I have so much going on if I'm with
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah.
And if you're so busy, wouldn't it be more to juggle with more than one guy?
Well, what if you're with one person that has a woman? You are involved in a relationship with a girl
Gotcha.
and guy.
So you're saying you're like
I'm not saying I'm
the
part
third person
of
in the
other
relationship.
people. I'm saying I'm the entanglement person where I am
Gotcha.
part of, you know what
You're
I'm
the
saying?
third. You're the third
So,
person
like,
in the situation.
I
you don't
literally,
have to be third. You just the other woman.
I am the other woman
woman.
in the
Third sound
relationship,
bad.
but I feel like, okay, so I love women. They're beautiful. I'm not a jealous person, so it works out for me. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? We have fun. We have a great relationship, but I have absolute respect for that girl. And I would never disrespect her across the line. So if he ever tried to do something without her, bye. Like,
Gotcha.
that's not going to happen because I have respect for the girl more than I care about that stuff. So I feel like I've been through so much in my life that I feel like a monogamous relationship is not the best thing because I feel like we can have love with many different people. We can connect on many different levels with many different types of people. And all over the world. Like, seriously, I believe in, like, we're all connected in some way.
Yes.
And I just feel like with my experience, guys have always tried to control me. And I don't like that because I have a daddy and he's a fucking amazing dad. Oops, shot for me. Just fill up my
Another.
cup. But my dad is really amazing, but he has been so controlling my whole life since I was a little girl. Like, so I don't need another controlling motherfucker in my life ever.
Oh, 3.
Oh shit.
Oh, 4.
You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, I have a daddy. I do not need you to be my dad. I can take care of myself. I'm a strong woman, and I'm like, I want freedom, and I want freedom for you. You do what makes you the happiest, and that's what makes me go. So that's why I'm saying, like, open relationship would work for me, but then it never does because the other people, there's like something that happens. There's like jealousy.
They want to get attached, then they want to change and get rid of
Yeah,
somebody.
and they're like, "What are you
They
doing?"
change
And I'm like,
what was
"I'm
in the
so
beginning.
busy. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I you know, it gets difficult at some point."
I
The
have
trust
a problem
issues.
with attachment. Like, I'm so desensitized. Like, I don't get attached to people. Like,
Yeah.
I hate to say I don't care. I'm a very nonchalant person because I'm not gonna say I don't care because I'm very caring. Like, if I cut for somebody, I cut for them, and I'm a very loyal person. But at the same time, I'm petty. Like, I don't even make no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I'm petty. Like, if you step on my foot, I'm gonna step on your feet.
Yeah.
And that's just how I am. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? And I feel
Yeah.
like I've been blessed.
I feel like I'm that way too.
And I'm not want for anything. So even if it's in a relationship or whatever it is, like, if somebody gets acting funny with me, like, I'm acting funny back with you. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if it's for me, I'm gonna get it, and if not, then it is what it is. And I enjoy our time together. And if it's our time to part, it's our time to part. Like, I mean, I've never had a problem talking to women. So,
Yeah, I definitely believe that everything happens for a reason, and what's meant for you will never miss you. It won't pass you up.
Yeah, it'll always come back to you. The attraction will always be there.
and
That's
I'm
for
so
sure.
big on the law of attraction. I just
absolutely.
I can't promise you that being positive is gonna get you your measure of success, but I can guarantee you that being negative is gonna bring failure. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then you can, there's only one way up from that point, you know, and that's up. Like, once, like, seriously, I believe in that for sure. I seriously used to be in that mindset where I was like, oh, I'm gonna have like one guy and blah blah blah. It's gonna be perfect. And then I see my sisters, and I know they're happy and they're married and have their kids, but I have experienced so much life, and I'm like very open individual. I feel like they're missing out. Like, I'm sorry, but
like, it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
though,
that's true.
But it's propaganda. We've been conditioned to we watch TV and we think like success or a happy relationship is a monogamous relationship, and it's just a man and a woman and kids that grow old or whatever. And that's just not necessarily what it is. If you think all the way back to like the 60s and 70s, when we watch TV, I Love Lucy, they didn't even sleep in the same bed.
Exactly.
If you pay attention to old TV sitcoms or whatever, they didn't.
And she was always at home when he was gone. He'd come in, and it's like he was hot
the man
as
was
fuck.
supposed
You
to
know
work,
he
the woman
wasn't
was
by
supposed to be
himself
at
all
home,
night.
she was supposed to wash dishes, clean clothes,
I just
all
said
that. You know,
fuck,
just a whole bunch of stereotypes.
Another.
I'm telling on myself. I'm telling on myself.
So it was just a whole bunch of stereotypes, and it's just like it's pumping our minds about TV. But I mean,
Honestly, I say if you're in an entanglement, if you're in an open relationship, if it works for you, that's beautiful because you're happy. That's what makes you happy. And, you know, like Jada said, she feels fulfilled. She feels like she wanted to feel good. And, like, I feel good every day. If I meditate and I'm walking in nature and stuff, that's what makes me happy. It's weird stuff to some people, but for me, that's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
So whatever works for her, that's great. So open relationships aren't for everyone. But, I mean, I don't know.
to each his own. I don't judge. I mean, they don't know that. Like, you know, my grandparents been married 60-something years, so it's, at the same time, it's you know, you have relationships that fail, and it is what it is. But entanglements or monogamy or polygamy, all the same. Just, you know, whatever makes you happy, and if all parties agree and they're cool with it, then let them be cool with it. It's not for other people to decide.
Yeah, it's what makes you happy.
You're not in
it's
their,
what makes
you're
you
not
feel
in their
alive.
relationship.
So, did you see on the Red Table Talk where Jada and Will, towards the end, they were like, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. That kind of just threw me for a loop because when I think about marriage, like, I don't want a bad marriage, you know? I mean, like, and no marriage is perfect, but to call your marriage a bad marriage, especially in front of live television and, like, all the rest of the world, it just kind of shocks me. Like,
I honestly feel like that was just like their way of saying, you know what? Fuck the real beliefs of what the world thinks that life should be like.
that was a shot.
It's not like that. Like life, like come on, what constitutes a bad marriage? It's all like just subject to your beliefs.
Yeah.
And if they are happy in their marriage, why is it bad? It's bad to the perspective of somebody that doesn't believe in their way of life. So
Yeah.
it's really not bad.
But they're calling it
making
bad
jokes
themselves.
Well, it's just how you perceiving bad in that
Yeah.
sentence because Michael
Yeah.
Jackson had a name. He had an album named Bad, which was.
But bad
you
means
can-
like sexy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
But the
bad,
thing about Bad Boys for
bad,
Life, that's the
you
same
know
thing that they
it.
say at the end of the movie. We ride together, we die together. Bad Boys
Bad
for Life.
marriage.
So
Bad boys.
maybe they was trying to emulate that.
Okay,
And that's what
yeah,
they're
see,
saying. So
I was
for-
not aware of
for
that.
everything.
It's still a
At
connection.
the end of every
Yeah.
Bad Boys movie, they say we ride together, we die together. Bad Boys for Life, and Martin
Oh,
and Widow
geez.
do the fist bump.
Bad
so they was
marriage.
emulating that.
I've never seen that movie.
But
so
bad
that makes
marriage-
sense. That makes
So they was
sense.
emulating that. So I
That
don't
makes
think they was
sense.
really just putting the connotation.
So
that
bad
they was
marriage
bad.
means
Like, it was a good
sexy marriage.
Yeah.
It's good because we're on the
Got
same
you.
page.
In
We're
the sense of
happy.
bad, like,
I'm happy.
mhm.
You're happy. He's happy. He's got a song out of it. He's actually. That sounds pretty good, actually. But anyways,
So, at the end of our show, Controversial Cocktails, we will have a question segment where we ask viewers what questions they would like us to answer, and we're going to go through and discuss.
All right. So the first question is. Y'all ready?
sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a friend that is currently in a relationship, but she talks to her guy best friend, and before even meeting her husband, she had feelings for her guy best friend.
So where her husband come from? If she already had feelings for her guy best friend, it doesn't get any better than that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if you're in a relationship, if you had the opportunity to get in a relationship with your best friend of the opposite sex, like you know what I'm saying? Because that's that philia and that's that agape feeling and
Yeah.
that eros. Like I was saying initially, like the eros is the first thing to pass. I mean, fade. But if you have filial love for your
Beyond
partner,
that.
they like you
It's more than
always
one.
gonna be partners. Yeah, like y'all.
So
always
what
gonna be
was?
friends.
I want to know what was her deciding factor between choosing that guy and not choosing her best friend? Because most people say they marry the best friend.
Oh, Buddy must got
yeah.
a bag.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know. I really want to know why. What was the deciding factor? Because
I just told you. She probably married a dude with the bag.
The money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or she could be a really shallow individual, and like maybe one guy's
maybe he looks
way
good
more
in pictures.
attractive than the other,
Yeah.
and she's just
That's
We're
still being
concerned
shallow marrying a dude
with
it.
with the bag and
Yeah,
you're not
that's
marrying your best
true.
friend, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes-
yeah, so I feel like a person like that is just lost and they don't know exactly what they want. If you're true to what you want, then you wouldn't be asking this question. Like if this guy is your best friend and you feel connected to him, but you married this other guy, it's like the proof is in the pudding. Like listen to what you're saying. The answer is always in your question.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very like I feel like that's if you don't know. Sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought. I'm watching his black socks with his cute little flippers.
But, and ain't nothing wrong with being shallow either though, because my
No,
whole thing sometimes
you want what you
being
want,
deep,
you like what
being
you
deep
like.
is too much because you can drown in deep waters. You know, it's
Of
you know,
course,
so
yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
you
There's a
shallow just stick to
balance.
being shallow.
There's a
but
balance.
Things differ for people. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
your moral compass. That's how I feel. Like that's why I'm like I don't judge people.
And everyone has different priorities.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know exactly, and I
Yeah.
don't know people backstories of how they was raised
Yeah.
because it's just like certain people don't.
Like maybe it was just the right thing to do is marry this guy. Like it was right in everyone's eyes, mom, dad, and people around you. They're like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. You're
'cause some
like
people
you're
don't
caught up in
prioritize
it.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're caught up in it. And you're like, okay, yeah, okay, we're getting married. Yay! I've been engaged 3 times. I know what it feels like whenever people are like,
How many
Will
times
you
you gave
marry-
your ring back?
no, I give it back. I don't want
You
that
gave your
shit.
ring back?
Yes, of course.
You crazy. I
Did I
cuss.
cuss too?
No,
He
I didn't.
He didn't. He
I
stopped
didn't.
himself.
I'm a shot sipper, but this shot is pretty intense. Like the other one, I had 4 shots in one.
But you've at least cussed 4 times, so just take the shot.
All right, next question. Y'all ready?
Okay.
All right, says, if your partner told you that I don't feel happy in the relationship anymore and I think we should have an open relationship, what would you do?
Ooh.
Who you asking, the guest or me?
I'm asking all y'all. We'll
I think that's a tough one because when you get into a relationship and it starts off as a monogamous relationship and it's not an open relationship, you're on the same page and you're on the same understanding. So when someone starts wanting to change the relationship, it could complicate things real easily because that may not be what the other person has signed up for. So there's always a chance, like I would say, when they bring it up, like you could discuss and it might work out, they might decide to try it, but there's another chance that it would mess up the entire relationship just by bringing up the idea of the open relationship. That's a tough one.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to have to fight you because I don't do that.
Mhm.
But you know, other people are different.
I love that.
Me.
You're so cute.
Catch his hand.
All right.
You're so adorable. Seriously. Okay, sorry. Just like cut this whole part out. I just have to touch her nose because it's so adorable.
She's like, no. She did this earlier.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's like a mal de ojo thing. Like, okay. anyways.
Oh?
Mal de ojo. Okay.
What mal
Just
de
cut
ojo mean?
this whole part out. Mal de ojo. Y'all don't know? Like the
No.
evil eye thing? So if you think something's pretty or beautiful, you touch it so it doesn't get sick. And that's in my culture.
Sick. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's like, okay, get away from me. I'm done with you. No, it's cute. Okay. Anyways, let's go back to the
That's the
topic.
first time I ever heard that one. I was
Are
gonna
you
say something
Yeah, I
like
never.
Chupacabra
She did
or
that to
something.
me.
Yeah.
Y'all have
Not
never
for
heard
me.
of mal de ojo?
Mm-mm.
Wait, what? Okay. Anyways, so what was the question again?
If somebody said they weren't happy in a relationship, then we should have an open one.
Oh my god, I would be so grateful for someone to tell me you're not happy with me. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like guessing and like if someone is
honesty.
in a bad mood, like let's just say we're in a relationship and you're living together and all of a sudden you can sense his bad vibes and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oops. Like cussing. Okay. You're just like, you can sense the vibes and you're like, what's happening? Like, why are you so upset? And then it's like, really, they're unhappy with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't take it personally. I take it like, thank you for telling me. Like, that's
Mhm.
badass.
You appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
I do, because I feel like, you know what? I've wasted so much time in a lot of relationships where I'm like in a point in my life where I'm like, if you tell me you're unhappy, I'm like, praise the Lord, Jesus Christ. I'm like, thank you so much for telling me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We can still be friends. Like, I'm friends with a lot of my exes, and it's
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like we all have a good connection.
That's a good question.
We all have a really good connection, but I'm also like, you know what? I just don't have that evil side to me where I'm like, you know what? If I don't make you happy, then fuck you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I said, that you?
Man, you gotta go ahead and knock this one
Yeah,
back.
two.
So we
That-
can-
that's
you gotta go ahead and knock this one back because it's not
That's like 5 right there, so
Because
you
I'm
can just
gonna tell
take
you,
it
the rest of
home.
the guests gonna be trying to play us because
You
they
know
see you
what?
trying to play us now. Go
I
on,
feel like
knock
I'm
this
in AA meeting or something.
back. Well, we encourage you to take it. So we're gonna knock
Very
it back.
encouraging.
I know, but I feel like it's like, okay, I have a problem with cussing. Hi, my name is Jessica, and I have a problem with cussing, and I didn't even know it until now. Okay,
You
but
got a problem with
seriously,
alcohol.
All right.
Your turn.
About what?
If your friend,
Man, I'm
if someone said you're not, hi, I'm not happy in a relationship, what are you gonna do about it?
no, what's wrong? I'm not. What's
You're
wrong?
not happy with me?
What's wrong?
I'm not happy with you
Why?
because
Because what?
you don't want.
Tell me.
You throw your clothes all over the floor.
So you lazy?
yeah,
You throw your clothes all
So
over
you
the floor.
OCD or you lazy?
Are you saying I should pick up your clothes?
I'm just asking. You got a problem with them being down there?
Wait, Is hell a bad word?
No,
Nah.
I guess it is. You know what? Different cuss
I am
words
not
mean different
lazy, but
things
I'm
to
not
different
OCD. I am
Okay.
messy Jessie for life. Since I was like 2 years old.
I'm just asking why she ain't happy in a relationship because we want to find a solution. So
Okay. All right. I got another question. I got a question.
oh, it was going down.
I
But-
have a question.
Woo! Welcome to the show.
I got a question. So, how do you feel?
Mad.
How do you feel about if you're with somebody? How do you feel if they're friends with their exes?
If they're friends with their exes.
Why?
Well, I'm just asking.
I'm friends
Like,
with all my exes,
that's
and my
what I'm-
ex's new girlfriends actually love me, and we all make out together, all of us together. We're like loving circle.
Like, that's dope. You like a free spirit type person.
I am a very free spirit, and the people that I hang with are very spiritual, and they're under the same understanding, which is like, you know what? If you're honest with yourself and what you want, then you attract that kind of person. So in some situations it doesn't work, but for us it works. Like, we have fun, we hang out, I respect her, he respects me. He's an ex and she's the new girlfriend and she's hot as fuck and I love her.
Yeah,
So
you don't knock that shot back because you like 2-3 behind. I'm starting to think you got Tourette's.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
So,
Manageable.
it depends on how close for me. If I was in a relationship with someone and they're friends with their exes, it depends on how friendly they are with their exes. Because there's a difference between being civil and being nice. If you bump into someone and like, okay, I used to date them, but like now we're cool, now we're friends, like it's no beef. But there's another big difference if you're hanging out with them, if you're Snapchatting them all the time, if you're texting.
Know your place.
Definitely know your place. So there's a fine line of respect when it comes to relationships, in my opinion. And you can't cross certain lines, especially if it's an ex. Like, it's okay to have female friends, but if they're an ex, it's just in a different category for me.
Yeah. I don't do that.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on Controversial Cocktails. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these delicious cookies because I've been staring at them this whole time. Thank you so much, Sugar Beast. Yeah, help yourself.
I am the OG cookie monster. These will all be gone by the end of the night.
That's good too, say the commercial.
Cheers!
Fine.
Yum. Are so good.
Oh, really?
Thanks for watching, guys.
Cookies and
I said
shots.
it.